last year on Friday at all was about several hundred people smoking pot under that bridge right there. So they weren't in the rain. It's 95 degrees. Because we've been doing this for 25 years, it can give us thunder and lightning and sleet and rain and snow. How bad it gets. Because we're Americans fighting for freedom, and it's in our DNA. So, a couple quick things. We want you to stay high and hydrated. You put that together, you're going to be hydrated. Because we don't want to see anybody getting heat stroke. We did have some major cases of heat stroke in our first aid yesterday, and we don't want to repeat that today. It's going to be about 91 degrees or something like that, if they're right. There is first aid all the way down kind of on the other side of the bottom of that bridge back there on the railroad side path is where our first aid's located. Medic 1 and AMR are over there to take care of you. There's various other first aid booths throughout the park. If you see somebody down for the count, injured in any way or severely ill or having a seizure or unconscious, try to find somebody with a radio or a staff shirt. If you can't, take them to first aid if they're physically incapacitated, because those folks are going to know what to do about it. Our Seattle Hmepfest Safety Patrol is throughout the park doing their best job, but they're very overworked and taxed. So see somebody hurt and let them know what's going on. We're going to do an opening ceremony, and I don't know why they're... All right. A few quick other things. It costs $850,000 to produce Seattle Hmepfest. $850,000, $750,000 to produce this event. And you think I'm bullshitting you, let me just explain it to you. $4,500 for accounting, $2,500 for advertising. Bank fees alone, $27,000. Canopies and equipment, $27,000. Event programs, $11,000. Fencing, $14,000. Generators, $23,000. Hydration, $9,000. Insurance, $20,000. Light bill, $2,700. That's for our offices. This mosh pit barrier right here on the main stage, $2,327. Sanitation, $32,000. The back line on these stages, all the drums and the PAs that you see here so we can bring the bands in so fast, $5,000. Staging, $40,000. Sound, $15,500. Security, $40,000. Storage of equipment, $8,000. Porta potties, $29,000. Radios, $7,000. Just our passes alone. Passes right here alone, $9,000. Signage, $6,000. Website maintenance, $2,000. First aid, $15,000. Permitting, $15,000. Printing, $6,500. Hospitality, $20,000. Damages for park repairs, $18,947. We get sprinklers broken. We get graffiti all over the place. Stickers that people put up on things. That costs us $18,000. $10,000 in taxes, $7,000 in web hosting, $850,000. You tally all the things up, and we had made $7,000 yesterday in donations. It really hurt us. Our projection, we needed to make $32,000. So you wonder, where's all the money come from? First of all, this is a free event. It's free. Nowhere else in the world can you do this, folks, what we're doing here. Nowhere else in the world. Show me another place where you got a city park where you can come down here right on the water and hear 120 bands for free on 6 stages and have this much freedom. There's nowhere else in the world. We're sinking. We're going down. No one's putting money in the donation bins. We sell 400 arts, crafts, food, informational vendors. We have sponsors. We sell ads on the website, ads in the program. We do everything we can to raise that money. But if nobody's going to kick down to come to this free event, it's not sustainable. We're not going to make it. It's a fact. So please pitch in. Now that I got that important message out there, well, Cosmos gets dialed in. We're going to bring some native peoples here. You know, for millennia, this was somebody's home. Right here on the waterfront was prime property here. What we call Seattle was one of the largest old-growth forests in the world. And it was just teeming with life, with wildlife all around it. No buildings, wildlife, and people that lived here. So I'm going to have some Indigenous brothers and sisters, some Indigenous brothers, some Native peoples are going to come up right now, and they're going to honor us by the tradition of doing an opening ceremony. So please give me your attention.
Hello. My name is Elgin Scabby Robe, and we are very thankful to be a part of Hempfest 2016 here in Seattle, right? We're going to do a couple of songs. We're going to do an opening song and then a song of our choice from our native roots that been here for for the last over 500 years. So we're going to sing a couple of songs that we like to jam. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. This song we're going to do is called we call it our Native American national anthem, and we're going to open with this song for you. This next song is we're going to take it further back. The song is I'm guessing probably about 300, maybe 400 years old, and so we're going to bring back from our roots, from where we come from, the Blackfoot Territory and the Blackfoot Confederacy, Montana, and southern Alberta. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. That was very powerful and very beautiful. Thank you so much. It's official now. Hempfest is open. We're very thankful to be stewards of this beautiful park. 3 parks, actually. The Olympic Sculpture Park. It's 1.5 miles radius. Tear everything down, haul it out in this park. Not everybody likes through here the rest of the year or walk through here the rest of the year. Really hate. Never been easy environment where we're not hate a state-sanctioned campaign of hate for and you know days. I'm not kidding. You'll see us people running around at work to make this event. George Martirano on stage, 3 years in prison, serving a life 6th docket on his we here, so he prison. You know that right now someone's getting pulled over somewhere. Right now someone's in a hospital room and they test positive for marijuana, or they got cancer. Or a glioma tumor or something, and they can't get the oil that could save their life. That's why we do this. Not because we think it's cool or because we have cool bands or because we can smoke pot in the park. That's not why we do this. That is not at all why we do this. We do this because we're fighting for freedom. We're fighting for justice against the lies and the hypocrisy of the drug war. And it's not just pot, you know, they do it to everybody. And if you think that pot's bad for you, is going to prison not bad for you? You know? So we don't do this for that. So at 12 years old, that's not what we want. Because of that, I have some really big bands. Can't charge anything. It has to. Right. Never even met them before. They're probably money. Man, that's how community works. You know, we're only going to be a few minutes past. One of the guys in the band is the guy, Timothy, my book. Now, another way that wow, thank you so much. Another way that we raise money for this event is by raffling off things. Every
giveaway. I remember we've got many raffle tickets. The raffle tickets you can get over. Really fantastic gift packs here in Portland, here in Seattle.
Today, I'm glad I get to play for you guys today. Things down a little bit with this next one. Roll through with the dro when you roll like a pro, grab a fire, let me light this shit. With the flame in our souls, insane how it go, no my lighter to ignite this pip. Stick with me and you might get rich in the mind and entwine with my lines real quick. Incense in the sky and you show all the signs that define that you want this. No need to be pompous, I made it a deal just to build with pleasure and promise. Straight up beyond all the yards in your thought. It's not on for long, it be gone when we go, yo. Would you come home to me, cause I'm alone. And I'm needing some company under me comfortably. Gotta be something to fold in our souls by the way that we love it. Now that we bake like we came out the oven, you can see the steam in a bean on the way to our drink. Come around and I'ma hit you with that Kama Sutra. Take you to the other side, girl, I'ma introduce ya to some thanks, make it love in our drink. Pure devotion, mind wide open while we Girl, you know I got a crowd from turning frowns way upside down. Wanna see you in your nightgown, hanging with the right crowd. Baby, how do this sound? Tell me it's a hit. Take a hit, then we hit in the middle of the park. Said it's getting kinda dark. Head to the car where we stop and we stare at the stars. Couple galaxies away, how we get this far. Rendezvous all day, know that time is up to late. I've been going through some things, say that you've been too. Trying to focus on the metaphysicals. Stick together, interviews, I didn't go. I perform the magic, I'm gonna take you all around the world. Got me feeling like Nirvana with our team spirits. Know you looking forward to some nights like this. Say the same damn thing. Suddenly you say my name like the synonym of brother, but no ice on my wrist. Would you come on? Would you come home to me? Cause I'm alone. And I'm needing some company under me comfortably. Gotta be something but gold in our souls by the way that we love it. Now that we bake like we came out the oven, you can see the steam and the lean on the way to our drink. Come around and I'ma hit you with that Kama Sutra. Take you to the other side. Girl, I'ma introduce you to some things. Make it love in our drink. Here there goes she mind wide open while we with sutra. Come around and I'ma hit you with that Kama Sutra. Take you to the other side, girl, I'ma introduce ya to some things, making love in our drink. Here there goes she mind wide open while we with sutra. Let's hit that next one. We got several more songs to play for you guys today. For all of you guys new coming, we are Cosmos. We're based out of Seattle, Washington. Happy Hempfest 2016. On 2 weeks, then we off 2 weeks. Then it's no pet names, no monogamy. They say it's obvious affection on display is non-existent, mean it's possible we both could be looking for something different, compatible from a distance. Minds intertwined. When we link up together, we have a hell of a time. Due to prior experience, we're in this position in which we act like a couple, but we afraid of commitment. I aim to pick up a pigeon, send you a message. Aerodynamics has been the method to get up to heaven, and that's where you reside. Cause indeed you're a blessing. But it's hard to see that angels were demons in your perspective. I'm facing perpetual premonitions of losing you. Promise I wasn't using you, I was just getting used to you. Now the matters unusual. Figure that it's usual. In this cycle. In this cycle. In this cycle. In this cycle. Tonight is different in a way, cause I think I've in you like the wine, you like a little finer than put together, because there ain't no questioning whether you feel the same that I do about the situation, meaning that I got a proper vindication. Is it honey's on my sleeve, falling off and hit the pavement? Help me put it back inside my chest, appreciate it. But you can alleviate pain under pressure. We see we painted a perfect picture. One simple mistake is that they were two different portraits and they can never relate. When we put them together, it didn't fit in the frame. In the cycle. In this 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 cycle. the world is breaking. Crash at the place, now the earth is quaking. Now I'm too cold for the likes of Satan. Now I'm too bold, never do what I'm told. I'ma move on my own. Psycho, dance on my own. Jackson might go, I just might go visit the ice cold. I shrink to the space, little typo. If I fall in the Atlantic Ocean, I'ma swim good and frankly, you forget the motion. I'm out the door, cause your signal's weakened. I gotta focus. Forward at the corridor. In other words, at the seafloor. Never losing connection with neglection. Took my heart, blew it out with C4. And I see you 4 days a week. I need more space to myself. Need a place to myself. You can place it. Take some time out today for meditation. Ain't no way in hell you're gonna face a decision made when the face of your anger fades all away. Regret what you say. You make me feel. You make me chill. You make me kill. You make me feel. You make me chill. You make me kill. You make me feel so raw, so real. 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 Red light, green light, see light, key light, to right sins and tragedies so casually. So carry me above and beyond, the trees never go too far, you blow away, but you ain't never gone too long. It's nonchalant where you don't admit you're wrong. A constant consequence with your conscience and know that you're giving up is weak and the strong. It's a problem. You make me feel, you make me chill, you make me kill, you make me feel, you make me chill, you make me kill, you make me feel so wrong, so real. 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 Where you playing in the stadium tonight? Starlit, no city light. I'm sitting out here stranded. No signal, no service tonight. Where you playing in the stage tonight? Starlit, no city light. I'm sitting out here stranded. No signal, no service tonight. Where you playing in the stage tonight? Starlit, no city light. I'm sitting out here stranded. No signal, no service tonight. You make me feel, you make me chill, you make me kill, you make me feel, you make me chill, you make me kill, you make me feel so wrong, so real. Thank you. By the way, do you guys like these shirts? We have Cosmos tie-dye shirts for sale right over there. We also have some Cosmos hats as well for sale in select colors. This next song we have is called Living Proof. It's a super fun song, so if you're not too keen, feel free to jump around, dance around, etc., etc. They don't like what I do. They don't like what they see. They don't like what I write. They don't like that I'm free. They don't like what I do. They don't like what they see. They don't like what I write. They don't like that I'm free. They don't like what I do. They don't like what they see. They don't like what I write. They don't like that I'm free. You exist where all the opposition's at. Disasters coming, it's on a mission up. Destruction, better look up. You never give up. The power's in us. Not US like the USA. Centuries while we still enslaved. It's about time I broke out the cave. It's time to educate. Don't you ever gauge. We're living in a deficit. Good news is I'm having sick. I'm doing way better since I found that life is shaped by your common sense. No quarters, nickels, side tapping all the time. People think their soul's worth $1 sign. They don't like what I do. They don't like what they see. They don't like what I write. They don't like that I'm free. They don't like what I do. They don't like what they see. They don't like what I write. They don't like that I'm free. Dance with me. from danger, free from anger, free from change. They say that I should change my name to Django. Waiting for the blast to fall like Django. Pushing new sides from different angle. Real gold need more than one to tango. Go grab all the Agati and Ando. Put the public side of the body you all on the table. Watch close as the days go by. See everything's gonna be alright. See that the key's not a tangible thing. Look, you will find that it's right inside. Take that and insert the energy. Withstand all sorts of enemies. Where individuals want your energy, feel a positivity. They don't like what I do. They don't like what they see. They don't like what I write. They don't like that I'm free. They don't like what I do. They don't like what they see. They don't like what I write. I don't like what they do. I don't like what I see. I don't like what they write. I know that they ain't free. I don't like what they do. I don't like what I see. I don't like what they write. I know that they ain't free. A little faster. We got a little time. I can handle it, I promise. And you know, love and dedication to show. Feeling the rhythm inside inspires me to grow. And you know, love and dedication to show. Feeling the rhythm inside inspires me to grow. Inspires me to grow. Inspires me to grow. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It is something so dark in the spirit. I find a way to make you nod when you hear it. The mention that is written in the stars in the clearance. I don't need a compass to get it. Got my God to know the what she's holding my perspective. Crazy, I detected every single message given to a few who are wise and respected. Guess it falls on me. Need a guide on the line, you can call on me. Take your time if you do, you gon' find it. Get find it and one do truth. It's a dynasty, only life in me. Live in deep mood, I try to show up the finer things. In this life I choose, I can finally be. When not my eyes, but my mind can see. Love and dedication to show. Feeling the rhythm inspires me to grow. And you know, love and dedication to show. Feeling the rhythm inside inspires me. Patience. Don't be afraid of wasting time. It's gonna happen whether avoided or not. Don't keep on forcing things or rely on intentions. Keeping hope, your peace for divine intervention. Inventing incentive to make a decision to strike. Make way, I'ma shine with the light. Say bye to the guys who are aware of the skies. I raise to the sky from the roots, and the truth is I don't comply with the ruthless. And so I must reside in the pasture with a soul well designed for the rapture. And it's so wonderful what I'm after. These days demons are out for the capture, so I gotta keep it running my way. Swear that I'm a son of God in someday. Know that fruition is something in the future. It's coming with a little bit of soil. I'ma turn it all to something right. Mix it with a little photosynthesis. Make the hard things in life so simplistic. With ways that are coping for you, it's no different. If you find a passion and take you the distance. And you know, love and dedication to show. Feeling the rhythm inside inspires me to grow. Yeah, and you know, love and dedication to show. Feeling the rhythm inside inspires me to grow. Right? right, thank you guys for coming out today. We have one more song left for you guys. This last song is entitled Black Lighter. This song was made in tribute of my friend Nicholas the Ruin. He passed away in July of 2014 from natural death and natural causes. We got his autopsy and toxicology report, and nothing showed up for the sign of his death. So when I found him passed out, I found a black lighter next to him. I know you guys might have all have heard of the white lighter myth. Well, I made the song Black Lighter because I believe he's still alive. It's crazy because I think he wasn't meant to be in this world too long. So the angels came to save me. It's ironic when you passed away, I come to find a black lighter lying right beside you. Black lighter, black lighter. Let's speed this up a little. Black lighter, black lighter. Black lighter, the juxtaposing no myth. It don't get no colder than this. The corpse is unconscious. It must have came out of his body. Naturally, there was no antibiotics. Did an autopsy. Then the toxicology reports did not arrest. No stressing when he left. No signs of a weakness. He wasn't defeated it. Maybe cheated death and how we did it was strategic when you form it as a fetus. Promises you giving that you leaving with no reason. Like the leaves will turn the colors and then fall another evening. Yeah, I'm up and see me dreaming. In the middle of the night, hope to see you all again another day. Take this heart and I'ma do it alright. Yeah, I can't really seem to find a different way. Hey, hey, dealing with this pain, sitting in the rain. They say I'll get sick, to me that's okay. Today's a new day, it's well a new life. What would you do if you lost someone who's close to? Wasn't meant to be in this world too long. So the angels came to save you. It's ironic when you passed away, I come to find a black lighter lying right beside you. Black lighter, black lighter, come on. Black lighter, hold your lighters up. Black lighter, yeah. When I found you, I found the black lighter. Now it's on me, I got the black lighter. When we blow tree, we use the black lighter. Black lighter, when I found you, I found the black lighter. Now it's on me, I got the black lighter. When we blow tree, we use the black lighter. Black, go. Black lighter, black lighter, hold your L's up. Black lighter. When I say long live, y'all say the ruin. Long live, long live. When I say long live, y'all say the ruin. Long live, long live. When I say long live, y'all say the ruin. Long live, long live, long live, long live, long live, long live. Thank you. We are Cosmos. Come say what's up to us at the merch booth.
Happy birthday, TJ. Can I get the lectern, please? All right, Cosmos. Joelle Puccio is a registered nurse with 12 years of experience in a mid-sized community childbirth center, level 3 NICU in Bellevue, Washington. She's worked for 6 years as director of women's services for a peer-run syringe access program in Seattle. I'm going to bring up right now Speaker Truth You. Give a Seattle warm Hempfest welcome to Joelle.
How many of you came out of a person with a uterus? All right, everybody. So at 3 o'clock this afternoon in the Hemposium, I'm going to be discussing cannabis use during pregnancy and breastfeeding. There are some really baffling recommendations floating around out there. Some of them are coming from our very most respected organizations, like the American Academy of Pediatrics. I'm going to break one of these recommendations down to the original research that it was based on and show you how it is propaganda and not science. The human rights of pregnant and parenting people who use drugs are being quietly whittled away. In some states, possibly even Washington state, parents are losing custody of their children because there are people out there who believe that what you put in your body automatically makes you a bad parent. As we celebrate our great victories and the amazing momentum we've built over the last few years, we have to pay attention to the margins, because wherever we are not looking is where we're going to lose ground. I want to be a part of a movement that includes all of us or none of us. With that in mind, before we go on, I'd like to acknowledge that this festival is taking place on land that was taken from the Duwamish people. Please be sure to donate whatever you can. Hempfest needs everything you've got. Any little bit counts. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joelle. Roger Tilton is a candidate for New Hampshire State Senate. He changed the landscape in New Hampshire 2 years ago when he ran for state Senate seat, prominently displaying a beautiful green marijuana leaf on his blue and white signs. He's going to tell you all about it. Give a warm Seattle Hmepfest. Put your hands together. Roger Tilton.
Thank you very much. Now, for those of you who can see me, I probably don't look like I'm all that different than everybody else because I live in New Hampshire. But I want to make sure everybody down what I call Economy Row is paying attention. So I want to give a shout out to some of the companies, entrepreneurs, and people of the Seattle area that make the cannabis economy grow. And I had to say first, it's booth 402 because he's dyslexic. It's the natural state. I want to give a shout out to Karen at Hempmania, Mary Jane's House of Glass. Can you hear me out there, Mary Jane's? All right, good, good. I got a couple others. Greenside Recreational in Des Moines. As soon as you land at SeaTac, say, I want to go to Greenside Recreational. I also want to point out that the cannabis economy is growing state by state, country by country. We've got Johnny here from Trilogy Glass in San Diego. Johnny, are you out there? All right, I see you. We've also got a company from China. Can you believe that? No marijuana in China, but they're selling their vapes here, all de maize from China. And last but not least, because I'm going to leave everybody else out, Have a Heart. Have a Heart's been through a tough couple of weeks, and we have a heart for Have a Heart. Thank you very much to those on Economy Row. A lot of you have heard my story. I put this green leaf on this sign 2 years ago when nobody else would run for office in my state Senate district. That little green leaf in 8 weeks got a lot of attention. So now we're calling it the classic 2014 sign. I told you about how I didn't get elected, but I'm running again, and I hope to get elected. But for the next minute or two, I just want to talk to you about how we can change the conversation in the states that haven't yet legalized cannabis by turning it into an economic issue as well. If you think about an economy, most people don't know what that word means, or they think they know what that word means, or they have an idea of what an economy is. But I'll give you a really simple analogy. Whether it's the world economy, the U.S. economy, the economy of the state of Washington, it's all the same, and I'll bring it down to a very easy way to understand it. Let's look at marijuana as an economy. You have the ability to grow a plant, add some value to that plant, produce that plant, and then sell that plant. You get money, you invest more money into more plants, you sell more plants, more people buy it, and as more people buy it, they're going to need more glass from Trilogy Glass. They're going to need more papers. They're going to need more vapes. they're going to need more munchies. They're going to need more restaurants. So that's how an economy works. An economy, once it gets going, once it gets growing, it really can be unstoppable. One of the reasons that I decided to run for New Hampshire State Senate again this year after losing 2 years ago is because this battle is just starting. Here in Seattle, we have a festival, and we feel great because Hempfest over 20 years led the people to sign petitions and vote to create this new economy. I want to push this new economy eastward, all the way to the shores of New Hampshire. You heard last night that Rick Steves is going to Massachusetts and Maine. Those two states in November are holding referendum elections like you had here in Washington. Looks like two of our neighboring states are going to be selling legal cannabis by the end of the year. And what about the great state south of here, the big one, the granddaddy of them all, where marijuana has really been legal now for 20 years, right? You just had to get a card. But now it could be legal for everybody in California. No stigma of saying you're a patient or having a card. You just walk into a store and buy what you need. Last thing. Happy birthday to you. Give to Hempfest. Hempfest needs donations. If everybody that came to Hempfest over this 3-day protestival gave just $2, make a huge difference, go a long way. So if you're with your friend and your friend won't give $2, give $5. Viv, Hempfest, everybody else, thanks very much, and thanks for your support.
Thank you so much, Roger. We need people like you in our legislature, in our government offices, very, very bad. Kat Bonsack is a disabled Air Force veteran who's taken her love of cannabis and health and turned it into a $1 million corporation. After spending nearly a decade in the cannabis industry, she saw a great need for education, real facts, quality products, brought her into mainstream America. She's doing that through her company, Mary Jane Parties. She is a member of Seattle Hmepfest, and she's worked on the Las Vegas Hempfest. She's going to come up here and give you her truth. Come on up here, sister. Kat Bonsack.
Thanks, Vivian. I'm excited to be here. First of all, I want to thank you guys for coming. It matters. It matters that you guys are here. It matters that you guys are supporting Hempfest. We couldn't do this without you. We couldn't do this without your support. It is imperative that we keep this going. This education is so needed. This is needed worldwide. Cannabis is one of the only things that I've ever experienced in my entire life. As a vet, I went around the world and I was stationed around the world. And cannabis is the one thing that brings people together. It's the one thing that crosses all barriers. And 10 years ago, I decided that this was the most important thing that I could do to help my community, my state, my planet, was to go for what my passion is. And I care about cannabis, and I care about the people around me when I'm smoking cannabis. Literally, when you're sitting in a circle and you're passing the joint, you're doing your puff, puff, pass, it doesn't matter who you're passing to. It doesn't matter who's standing next to you. It doesn't matter what background they are, what demographic, how much money they make. None of that matters. When you guys are sitting in a circle, we're community. This is a massive community. As pot smokers, we're actually pretty private people. I mean, yeah, we like to get our joy by, smoking, walking down the street or hiding around here or there, but we're still hiding sometimes. That's because we're private people. We're private individuals. This is our community. We're picking our festival. It's public and it's free for a reason. Do you know how much money that Hempfest could have made over the years by charging a fee like so many other festivals do? And they don't, because they care about our community. This is a basis for what we all stand for in this individually and in this world. We are the peacemakers. We are the bridge gappers. We're the people that are actually going out and making a difference. I'm just one person, and I decided to make a difference in this community by starting a cannabis company. And I'm not even selling pot. I'm selling ancillary products. And I'm living my dream, and I'm getting to stay in this community, and I'm getting to share with people that matter. And I'm not saying other people don't matter, but you know what? Our community matters because every single individual in this community matters. every single person. And again, when we're smoking, everybody's the same. I've never felt inferior or superior to anybody I've been smoking in a pot circle with, ever. And that's because we are family. Weed is Jesus. Absolutely. Weed is life. Weed brings us together. Weed matters. You matter. You're here because you make a difference. If every single one of you weren't here, this festival wouldn't happen. If every single drop wasn't in that ocean, we wouldn't have this beautiful view that we have. You matter because you're a part of this community. You know how lucky these people are up in these offices to get to have a peek in our life, in our private area? This is our privacy. This is what we do to take care of ourselves. This is what we do to medicate, to relax, to commune, to share joy. This is what we use. They are lucky to get a glimpse of our community and our love. This is a love that we can spread all around the world. I encourage you to take up something that matters to you and do something huge in this world. I encourage you to just follow your passion. Keep this community close to your heart because this is a community that's filled with love and bridges gaps. I love you guys. Keep smoking pot. Keep doing good things in this world. I'm Mary Jane Party's booth right over at 493 at 4 o'clock. We're doing some free giveaway drawings, and I'm doing a book signing with my brand new best-selling book, Itty Bitty Marijuana Manual, that went best-selling on Amazon 12 days ago. I'm very proud of that. I'm the first Itty Bitty Marijuana Manual to be a bestseller. So come and see me. I'll be there at 4 o'clock. You guys have a blessed day. Have an amazing Hempfest, and I love you guys.
Thank you, Kat Bonsack. Mary Jane Parties. Eric Holt is running for state senate in the 18th Legislative District outside of Vancouver this year. He's an outspoken advocate for the rights of medical marijuana patients. He's come here to speak his truth. Give it up for my brother, Eric Holt.
Thank you, friends in Seattle. I'm running for state senate, like you said, out of the 18th LD. That's Clark County. It's Southwest Washington. We have a legislator in place right now, the current state senator, who is actively working to take away your rights. She wants to take away the protections for patients to be able to access cannabis without, you have to get onto a registry. You can only access so much. We need to remove those restrictions from patients. We need to protect the patients, and we need to deschedule marijuana so that everybody can access it and grow it in their own backyard. We can only do that if we take control of the local houses and the local Senate. We also, everybody here knows that marijuana is safer than alcohol, right? So why do we have to jump through more hoops and more restrictions? Why does it need to be on a DEA schedule? If you want to talk more about this to me, we're going to be in booth 521. We've got some snacks over there. You guys can come join us and talk more about this. But the main thing that I wanted to cover today is that we need to protect those patients, those people who are most vulnerable out there right now. It is our duty, it is our moral obligation to stand up and protect those who cannot protect themselves, those patients that gave service to our country right now that cannot access the medication they need because it's too expensive. And right now we have legislators, we have a senator who is taking so much money from pharmaceutical companies and from big oil companies that she's lost the focus on the people that she is representing, all of you people. And you say, why should I worry about a little legislative district in Clark County? Well, because state senators make laws for the entire state of Washington. That means every single one of you who enjoy what we are here to celebrate today, the fact that cannabis is legal, is because our state senators from all of these 49 districts that we have passed the laws that affect your life. So I need all of you to get involved. Go to erickholt.com, ericforstatesenate.com, and support us. Look at our platform. Spread the word, because if you like the freedom of what you're doing right now, then you have to be engaged. You have to be involved. A lot of people love what Bernie Sanders did. Well, that movement didn't stop when he didn't get the nomination. There are those of us who are still out there fighting for the progressive platforms. And if you want to see change, you have to be involved. It doesn't come from Facebook. It doesn't come from just, talking to your friends. You've got to show up. You've got to be a part of the movement. So come and talk to us more about it. I'd love to hear your input, because The people are the ones who have the great ideas. The politicians are just there to get things passed. So thank you.
Vote for Eric Holt to save your freedom. Now, you guys like to cheap the green bud? I like to smoke big, fat nugs of stanky, stinky, crystal-laden marijuana. And I like to smoke the dabs, and I like to take the oil, and I don't really like the medibles. I did too many medibles a couple times. I kind of stay away from those. We see a lot of people on our first aid, man, and it's there's heroin in the brownies, I'm dying. No, you didn't eat anything. You smoked a bunch of pot. You didn't drink anything. You ate too many brownies. You're not going to die. You just feel horrible. Hey, Tim, let's stop feeling horrible, and let's show people how they can. Do you guys appreciate Hempfest? Because we're going down. We're going down. It costs $850,000. We get 46 cents per attendee for the weekend average in our donation bins for a free event with all of this. Man, come on. So we're trying to raise money any way we can. One of the ways we do is raffling off this guitar and other things. Tim talked about it.
Today we've got a raffle at 6 o'clock, and we will be giving away a prize package from Peace of Mind Glass Store here in Seattle. It is a really cool thing. It's right here by my feet. I'm going to pick it up. There's a 2-foot bong in here. There's all kinds of goodies in here, T-shirts and gifts and all stuff that you would want if you had something like this, I promise you. If you don't win today, though, for your $5 ticket, you are entered automatically in for the grand prize tomorrow, which I've got on my shoulders right now. This guitar is absolutely cool. It was given to us by Trade Up Music in Portland. They've been giving us guitars for 8 years. We've been giving away guitars up here. I think this is the 20th guitar I've been given so far, Viv. We have everybody who comes up here and speaks on this stage, all the musicians who come up here, they sign this thing in permanent ink, and it goes home with somebody and then hangs on their wall as some keepsake that is unbelievable. For $5, you have a chance for both today's raffle and tomorrow's raffle. We have a booth right over there, the white tent right in front of the stage here. You can see that, and they have not only the tickets, but they also have a card reader if you have a credit card you'd rather use. Thank you very much.
You know, I play a little guitar, Tim. It's about 2 inches. It's about this big. I do some picking and some grinning. I'm just good at the grinning part. I haven't really got the picking down yet, but somebody that does is Chief Greenbud.
That's right, and he's about to play for us, I hear.
He likes to chief the Greenbud because he's Chief Greenbud. You know what I mean, Bud? You know what I mean, Bud, about the green bud? You know about the green bud? Could you sing a song, sing a tune like a loon? Don't be a buffoon, but be a budfoon. So you got Tommy Chong playing drums. That's why you had to cover up the drum set. We can't let nobody see that, or they're going to rush. That's why all the security guys right here, so we can prevent the masses from coming up on the stage right here. And because Tommy Chong's going to be playing the air drums behind you. That's right. Chief Greenbud, my good brother, thanks for coming all this way once again. I think I'm going to shut up, make everybody happy, and let you play some hempy tunes. Couldn't hemp myself. Just had to do that.
All right. Here we are at the 25th anniversary of the Seattle Hmepfest. How are you guys doing? Anybody out there feeling all right? That's what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. You know what this is about right over here, don't you? When you're halfway through a long day, well, I think maybe you should sneak away, get faded, blaze it, where no one's got to know. What are you waiting for? Well, fire it up. Don't you want to catch a buzz? Fire it up. Chief a little green, but a couple hits will be enough. We'll fire it up. A little change of altitude. Fire it up. Smoke into a mellow mood. All you gotta do is take a puff. Fire it up. On the weekends, call your good friends, get together for a safety meeting. 'cause sharing is caring, and isn't that the point? Here, man, light up this joint. Fire it up, don't you want to catch a buzz? Fire it up, Chief, a little green, but couple hits will be enough. We'll fire it up, a little change of altitude. Fire it up, smoke into a mellow mood. All you gotta do is take a puff and fire it up. Well, it's always on my mind, and I keep one rolled at all times. Fire it up, don't you want to catch a buzz? Fire it up, Chief, a little green, but couple hits will be enough. We'll fire it up, a little change of altitude. Fire it up, smoke into a mellow mood. All you gotta do is take a puff and fire it up. Come on and fire it up. Why don't you fire it up? Little fired up, man. Here we are partying and celebrating the freedom that Washington State has with recreational and medicinal cannabis. You know, it's not like that everywhere in the country. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, man. No rec, no med. Just fines and jail time. I've got a problem, I don't know what to do. Every time I smoke weed, my girl comes unglued. She gets her granny panties all up in a wad. If I fire up a bowl of really good pot, I don't want to offend her little delicate nose. But I need a buzz, and that's just how it goes. So when she's got a problem that I want to get stoned, I start contemplating about living alone. 'Cause I just want to get high. It's what I really want. I just want to get high. I like to smoke a lot, I can't believe she doesn't realize that I just want to get high. I just want to get high. I've got a question and I need to know. It may sound kind of funny, but here I go. How did I end up with a girl that doesn't like to get baked? It's like putting dill pickles on your birthday cake. I guess it's time for me to make a choice. Do I quit smoking weed? Just put up with her noise? A little bit of bitching beats being alone, and I can handle anything as long as I'm stoned. 'Cause I just want to get high. It's what I really want. I just want to get high. I like to smoke a lot, I can't believe she doesn't realize. She really don't know that I just want to get high. I just want to get high. Want to get high. It's what I really want. I just want to get high. I think I need to get high. I just want to get high. You guys just want to get high? Hell yeah. And poke me in the back. That hasn't happened since my prison days. Is that wrong? Should I not say stuff like that? Russ Belvue's up here with me today. He's going to be singing a little song. Make you feel all calm, man.
After all.
So, if you watch the clock to smoke your pot, then you should glasses hydro-grown that gets you stoned. If you're counting the hours, watching the minutes for that special time when everyone hits it, take it from me, you're really not that far away. I said to roll me something fat and long, or pass me a bowl, or you can fill me a bong. It only comes twice a day, but I don't care. Well, it's 4:20 somewhere. This smoke break is gonna make my afternoon when I get high. And even if it's my last bud, I'll smoke it up. It'll be alright. 'Cause I've been sitting here waiting for what seems like a year. My Seattle connection said he'd meet me here. If the phone's for me, tell him he better be on his way. And you can roll me something fat and long, pass me a bowl, or you can fill me a bong. It only comes twice a day, but I don't care. Well, it's 4:20 somewhere. Well, I spent all my cash, replenished my stash, but it's only 1:45. At a moment like this, I can't help but wonder, what would Russ Belville do?
Well, I'd say, fire that boy up!
And you can roll me something fat and long, or pass me a bowl, or you can fill me a bong. It only comes twice a day, but I don't care. I said to roll me something fat and long, pass me a bowl, or you can fill me a bong. It only comes twice a day, but I don't care. I don't care. Well, it's 4:20 somewhere. I think it needs to be about 4:20 right now. So fire it up if you got it. This song goes out to all our friends at the pharmaceutical companies.
We have friends at the pharmaceutical companies?
Big pharma, you're evil, bad karma. You're keeping Americans drugged. You buy politicians, you keep us addicted. You're nothing but legalized thugs. You made billions and billions, medicating the millions for ills advertised on TV. You got pills for erections, ADD and depression, Hell, I think you made up some of these. Big pharma, your evil bad karma. You're keeping America drugged. You buy politicians, you keep us addicted. You're nothing but legalized thugs. Rubbing those pills don't do nothing for all of the money we've blown. Well, I think I can ease big pharma disease. If you don't mind, we'll just roll our own. Big pharma, your evil bad karma. You're keeping Americans drugged. You buy politicians, you keep us addicted. You're nothing but legalized thugs. Big pharma, seems greed is your mantra. Money's more important than health. How many have died from the drugs you supplied? Why don't you make love to yourself? How many have died from the drugs you supplied? Why don't you just make love to yourself? Big Pharma, everybody's friend.
Did you know that the generic name for Cialis is Tadalafil?
Ta-da! LaPhil? Oh. Russ Billville's comedy is sponsored by... Nobody. But I do have some people I'd like to thank tonight for bringing us out here from Nashville. Online marijuana design based right here in Seattle, Washington. Helped create this beautiful backdrop you see behind you. So we want to thank them publicly. This is a song about what happens to somebody in Tennessee if they get caught with a little bit of marijuana. Some of you remember when it was still illegal here in Washington. Some of you will never understand that struggle. Hello, Mr. Officer, and how are you this evening? You say that you're smelling something you don't find very pleasing. Could it be the fact that I've been smoking weed? Yes, indeed. Yes, sir, Mr. Officer, I've got my hands behind me. Don't use any more pepper spray. That last shot was blinding, I can't see. And it's really hard to breathe. I'm in custody. Oh, it's only a weed. 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 It's only a weed. Hello, Mom and Dad, it seems I've got a little problem. The policeman thinks I'm dealing, and it's prison time he's talking. Could you please call an attorney just for me? I'm in need. A public pretender wins my case, go into trial, 'cause I couldn't make my bond. And I've been in jail a while and lost my job. All for a quarter pound of pot. Ain't that a crock? Whoa, it's only a weed. Oh, it's only a weed. Oh, it's only a weed. Oh, it's only a weed. It's only a weed. Well, prison life is really hard when they let us in the yard. There's a man named Bubba looking out for me. He said that I'm pretty cute, but I feel like I'm being used. There's just got to be a better way, 'cause I'm not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Hey, future employer, man, there's something I must tell you. When you run all my numbers, you're gonna find my record I did time. Having marijuana is a crime. I wish they'd have an open mind. It's not a crime. Oh, it's only a weed. 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 It's only a weed. It's only a weed, man. We need to legalize it. I'm looking for a pick. I broke my pick on the last song.
I have a couple of that.
When I'm all stressed out from the rat race and the big city life, I sneak off to a special place I go to in my mind. It's a mile outside of Nashville, a mile down Route 16. It's the closest place to heaven I believe I've ever seen. Marijuana, Tennessee. I got a 10-acre lot where I grow my pot. Nobody knows but me. Well, I can roll my own and never leave my home, and the bud is always free. In marijuana, Tennessee. I'm gonna need a pack mule. I'm gonna need a plow. I'm gonna need a few thousand seeds that I can throw in the ground. With a little luck and water, Mother Nature's helping hand. Well, I believe I'll have more weed than they do in Amsterdam.
Damn.
Marijuana, Tennessee. Got a 10-acre lot where I grow my pot. Nobody knows but me. Well, I can roll my own and never leave my home, and the bud, it's always free. In marijuana, Tennessee. Talking about marijuana.